It's the first Sunday, July 2023. And like me, most of us have plans for our lives. Some people plan so thoroughly that they know the next step followed by the next step. But what if those plans do not line up to what God desires for our lives? What if we're not in His will when we make our plans? The Word tells us that the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and He delights in thy way. But how do we know when our steps are ordered? How do we know that we're taking the right steps? The first thing that we must do is when we wake up in the morning, we pray and we ask God to take complete control over our lives, ordering our steps, guiding us through so that we can know what His desire and His will and His plans are for us. We ask Him to be our guide so that we can make sure that we are doing the things that God desires for us to do. When we pray, we have to remember that that is a two-way conversation. We're speaking to the Lord, but we also have to listen to what His direction and His guidance is for us. And we have to be obedient to make sure that we are lining up our lives to be in His will. We also want to read the Word. We want to get the Word within us so that we can know that our lives are lining up to what God desires. If our lives line up to His purpose and His will within His Word, we know that we're on the good track. We're on the right track. But we also want to listen to God tell us, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." God will send confirmations for us to remind us and to encourage us that we are on the right track. That will come from people around us. But ultimately, as I said earlier, we want to hear it from God telling us, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." So if you want to desire to be on the right track, on the good track, on the plans that God has for us, seek Him daily, asking for His guidance and His direction, and be obedient to His prompting and His will for your life. That way you will know that you're on the right track in His will, having your steps ordered by the Lord, in which He is well pleased. Be encouraged to be obedient to what God is telling you to do. Accept His plan and His will for your life, and He will be well pleased. Be encouraged. God bless, and see you soon.